Alright, let's get this thing cracking, YouTube. What's good, world? It's your boy Mastermind, man, and this is another weekday drop. Listen, man, this is the July weekday drop. We've skipped past June, but we here live and direct in July. Listen, man, be sure to follow your boy before we get jumping into all the hot topics we're gonna be talking about. Be sure to follow me at Master239, all social media platforms, Mastermind RGTV for the gaming shows on IG, and RGTV, the classic shows on all podcast platforms. Real Gamer, we here, we there, we everywhere, baby. Listen, man, I got a lot going on. You feel me? As y'all can see, for my video people, man, we back here in the YouTube world. But for the May episode, that's on audio only. So for all my video people looking for them, like, hey man, he ain't been here since May. No, we been here, y'all. Check out the May episode. It's on podcast platforms. You feel me? Audio only. And we back here for the video version. We skipped out June. We still was kind of, you know what I'm saying, doing our thing. Be sure to kind of follow me on other platforms like Twitch, Master239, we there. We've been playing this bank game, man. We've been in the market, you feel me? We've been educating more and more and more in the Discord, you feel me? Discord links and all of the videos for all my YouTube people. Y'all be sure to tap in there in the Discord. You in the Discord, you know what we doing, you know what's up. We gaming and we getting money and educating, you feel me? So we there. We ain't been gaming so much, man. I gave y'all a nice little long story back in the May episode. I told you lightning have just struck all my technology. You feel me? No PS5 in months now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's heavy. You feel me? So it's a lot to talk about. A lot of things I've been wanting to come in here and just kind of dig into, but I ain't been having the pursuit for it, man. I ain't got a lot going on and ain't really been having the fire behind me to really do it, but we still pushing and kicking, man. And gaming, of course, we still, you know what I'm saying, gaming or whatnot, but it just things is a lot more different, you feel me? But we ain't stopping, man. The show must go on. But the first thing I gotta come in here and talk about is this Resident Evil 9. Listen, man, I'm hoping that, and I'm gonna speak on a lot of stuff that I spoke about on previous episodes, just on a couple of topics I'm gonna go through and talk about. But the first topic I really want to come in here and dive into, because it's my favorite, is the Resident Evil 9. There is confirmed that we will be getting Resident Evil 9. They're working on it, you feel me? I'm hoping that the PS5 Pro come out probably November or so I can go ahead and get that. That's what I've been kind of waiting for, you know what I'm saying, waiting to get the Pro versus getting another PS5 and then the Pro come out, you know what I mean? And it's like, nah, we ain't gonna do that, man, you know what I'm saying? Because we gotta get the Pro, you feel? Better graphics, Metal Gear Solid finna drop, Resident Evil 9, you feel me? And a lot of other amazing games that we just gotta pick up, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hadn't got my hands on it yet. New Assassin's Creed coming, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get that. So it's a lot of things that we gotta be we're gonna be picking up, man, but we gotta get a Pro to do that. So I was excited to hear about the Resident Evil 9. The main character is gonna be Leon, and I think was it Jill? I think Jill gonna be on there with Leon. I can't quite remember, but Leon, we're gonna be playing back with Leon again. You know, it's always cool to play with Leon. He a pretty cool character, you feel what I'm saying? They haven't showed anything for us, like details or trailer where it's based at. A lot of the stuff that's just been floating around on the internet is just a lot of like rumors and what the fans want, different things that matter. So I ain't gonna really touch too much onto that stuff, because we officially don't know exactly, you know, full details on what a story is taking place. But we do know that, you know, the people that made Village and all that tied up with Capcom, that storyline and all that may be tied in together, and it's probably gonna be picking up from there. I would think that we would get a remake of 5, because the 4 remake did so well, and if the next game that drop is gonna be Leon, if we get a remake of all the other stuff, you know what I'm saying, like 5 for example is Chris, you feel me? So if we can understand some more about the Umbrella Chronicles and what's going on deep in the Resident Evil world, I think it'll be Resident Evil 9 benefit to drop a Resident Evil 5 remake, and also Code Veronica. You feel what I'm saying? So rumors that we are getting a Code Veronica remake also, so that'll be exciting to see too. So I think the more they, push out these remakes to retell these stories with a better lighting on it, definitely do justice for the new sequel in the video game. Because if you look at the generation that we have now, or the new kids that's coming onto the block, jumping into the Resident Evil universe, they're playing the remakes. They're not going back to the classic Resident Evil 4 on GameCube, the classic Resident Evil 1 and 2 and 0. They're playing the remakes of 1, 2, you feel what I'm saying, and 3. They're playing those remakes. They're not playing the classic ones. Only like the real die-hard fans. Shout out to my brother Q. You know what I'm saying? He been going heavy on the Resident Evil Chronicles. Although Resident Evil Chronicles is an actual game, but I'm speaking about the different versions of the game. You feel me? But he been going heavy on a lot of them, playing through them, the old ones and the new ones. You feel me? So shout out to Big Bro. He been doing his thing on there. But I think that all these installments that we can get, that they can produce, go ahead and produce it, drop it, give it to us. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna need all the context, deep details we gonna need for Resident Evil 9, and it'll just boost the hype and get everybody excited for Resident Evil 9, and to remember, you know what I'm saying, who's the characters and what's going on in the storyline. You feel me? So I'm a big fan of it. I got almost every Resident Evil game. You feel me? So this is not a brainer that 9 is gonna be an automatic pre-order. You feel me? So I'm just waiting to hear official news on it. You know what I'm saying? Trailers, just official. Then we're gonna come back in and kind of speak heavy about it. But I'm pretty excited about it. Moving on to my next topic real fast, talking about Crazy Taxi. Ooh, all my OG gamers, y'all know what Crazy Taxi is, and they talking about this Crazy Taxi is gonna be an MMO. So this is the thing. I want to have another broad conversation on this particular topic, and this particular topic is also ranging into retro games being remade. And the only reason I would say retro game, because this is not technically a full blown out retro game, but this is I say retro because it's a classic game that was on GameCube, not GameCube, but Dreamcast, and did very well. Sega doing their thing. You feel me? So the conversation I want to open up and have with other gamers, you'll probably see here in future shows or whatnot, is if they plan on making this one an MMO, how do you think a game like Driver, that classic game, would be as an MMO? You know what I'm saying? How would a classic like Twisted Metal be as an MMO? You feel me? Open these classic games up, remake them, open them up, do something different with them. How do you think they'll turn out? I think Crazy Taxi, by it being now MMO, I think it'll turn out well, because you're opening up the sandbox of the world and more ideas, and more things and more fun to play within the game. You're just opening up the game. You feel me? And when you play a lot of other MMO games, like it's more broad. You feel me? It's more open up. You know what I'm saying? Versus just your basic sandbox type game. You know, so I would like to see it. But my question is to the audience is, would you like to see more classic games have that spin out to the MMO? You know what I'm saying? So something to think about. We'll talk about it, diving more into that with other gamers when I get some more people here on the show. Moving on to my next topic. Of course, I kind of already mentioned it. Not too much to really touch on, because I touched on my last episode. Metal Gear Solid. We got more pictures of it. We got more videos of it. They still haven't revealed a release date. I'm not really sure what else to really say about this. Yeah, I'm of course excited about it, but I'm a little skeptical, because I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? We ain't got a release date yet. And if we do, maybe I misread, or maybe I looked at it and didn't see the release date. But last time I checked, I don't think they gave us a release date. I don't know why. Maybe they're still working on some stuff. Maybe we can get a surprise visit from Hideo Kojima It's conversations on X flying around. These guys saying it would be a dream for them to work with Hideo Kojima again. You feel me? So I don't know. What's the reason why we won't get a release date? You would think for a game like this that's basically an old game being remade, you would think you can easily get a release date for it. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm excited for it. Can't wait to get my hands on it. But hey, I don't have a PlayStation, so, and I definitely don't want to get that remake on a PS4. You know, so I want to get a PS5 Pro and then try out a lot of these games. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get it. We hear that Zombies is coming back, and it's coming back full vengeance. Split screen coming back only with the next gen, not classic gens. You won't be able to play split screen on PC, but you'll be able to play split screen PS5 and Xbox X and whatnot. That's really cool. We need that. You know what I'm saying? Some couch co-op zombies on Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? So that was good to hear. The storyline, they saying that it may be tied to previous storylines and all that. Give me all that. Give me the storyline, give me the gameplay, give me the same features, give me a lot of like old features from different Call of Duty zombies, like the bubblegum machine that's coming back. You feel me? Give me all of these features and tie in again to a lot of stuff that was messed up in the previous zombies game. Bring all these fixes here on day one. Have this stuff patched up, ready to go. Don't have us no server errors. Don't give us no crazy glitches in the game where we can't beat a zombie boss. Just little stupid stuff like that we ran into on previous zombies games. And it was like, come on, bro, y'all dropping the ball and it's making the game worse. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait for it. I'm just hoping that they come prepared and be ready to, you know what I'm saying, continuously work on the game and patch the game up. So that's my take on that for the quick hot take on Call of Duty Black Ops 6, you feel me? Moving on, talking about something else now. My handy dandy board. I had a bunch of stuff here on my board, but also on my board I got stock notes and stuff too, so you feel me? It's kind of been taking over my gaming life here, you know. Speaking of stocks and all this stuff, this is going to tie in well to the crypto conversation and PlayStation 6 and PlayStation 7 also too. Sony is talking about opening up a Bitcoin and a crypto exchange in Japan. So peep game, check this. I talked about this on the show. I can't remember exactly which episode. I really need AI in here to just kind of be just helping me out. Just pull up clips, or a team of people to just pull up some clips on a lot of stuff that I spoke about, and it's coming to fruition. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing new to me, because I was kind of blessed with the mind to kind of foresee things here in the gaming industry and whatnot. So I spoke about this, and the way I spoke about it and broke it down was tied to blockchain technology. So that don't really have anything to do with Sony opening up an exchange or anything, but peep game. If these guys is opening up an exchange for Bitcoin and crypto, what make you think they wouldn't integrate blockchain technology into their biggest child? You know what I'm saying? PlayStation is like their biggest baby. You know what I'm saying? And it's the biggest cash cow of the Sony brand. Sony do a lot of other amazing stuff, but the PlayStation is king. You feel me? Sony on the shirt representing. You feel what I'm saying? So Sony is king when it comes to, when you look at all of the stuff that Sony do, from movies, cameras, televisions. They did laptops back in the day. Did I say TV shows? Like production areas, photos, photography, video games, music. Their biggest cash cow. Now, if somebody could pull up some facts, I may be wrong on this, but just off the top of my head, their biggest cash cow is PlayStation. I would assume so. PS5 has now outsold PS4. PS4 was one of the PS2. PS2 was one of the biggest selling consoles. You know what I'm saying? PS2 and PS4. Shout out to my brother, Hip Hop Gamer. He can give you up the facts straight like that. You make one mistake about that, he'd be like, nope, it was actually such and such. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, bro. But you feel what I'm saying? PlayStation is their biggest cash cow, and what make you think they wouldn't integrate blockchain technology into their biggest cash cow? So when I said I spoke about it on previous episodes, I spoke about them integrating how I foresee blockchain technology being integrated into these consoles in the future. So the way things is going with AI and how NVIDIA is really cooking up the game with these AI chips or whatnot, things is gonna change in the gaming space. You know what I'm saying? The brother spoke about it on his show. You feel me? Talked about how PS6 will be the AI console. You know what I'm saying? He broke a lot of that stuff first. We're gonna go ahead and come out and speak about this. Let these other gaming junkies get it right. He spoke about a lot of this stuff on his show before it dropped, before IGN, before these other guys came and spoke about it or whatever. He been spoke about a lot of this stuff. You feel me? They just don't never give a brother credit. I don't know, but we're gonna be 100 here, bro. He spoke about it first. Get a man credit. You feel me? And I think that it's totally right. It's right in alignment with the vision that I foresee how gaming was gonna go about. So I think it'll be integrated within probably mid PS6 cycle. Right now we're trying to, get through the lines of regulation with crypto and all these things, but it's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at where we at now with Bitcoin, you feel me, it's definitely not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you look at where we at, particular after halving and the bull cycle and all these things, it's just gonna keep growing. So when I seen that Sony would be opening up an exchange dealing with crypto and Bitcoin, because when you mention crypto, that's completely different from Bitcoin. Bitcoin is something that's standing alone on its own. So when I seen it, I was like, for both of them, yeah, it makes sense. It's only right. You feel what I'm saying? From a technology standpoint and from a business strategy standpoint, because so I want to go back tying to PS6, PS7. I see blockchain technology probably being integrated into the PS6, mid PS6 possibly. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if it's as soon as PS6 drop, it's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it'll be ready just yet. That's why I say give it mid PS6 journey, then stuff will start to kind of roll out. But the problem we're having with the whole crypto and Bitcoin situation right now is still, and especially when you talk about Web3 gaming, it's the onboarding process and dealing with, digital wallets and all the complex that comes with it. That has to be like laced out a little bit more easier for the general population to grasp an understanding around it. Now, I've been in the community for quite some years and doing a lot of stuff in the Web3 community, and the onboard and keeping up with digital wallets and all this stuff. I get it because I'm on the tech side of it. I understand it, but the general population is not ready for it yet. You feel me? So those things, there's a lot of kinks that still need to be worked out. That's why I think mid PS6, we're going to have a lot of these things integrated and it's going to work itself out. You know what I mean? Especially when the developers, so the tech can be there, but if the developers is not making the games to support the tech, then you're not going to get it. You feel what I'm saying? But some kind of way, if Sony is, let's say, I'm trying to see what game studio can I use that'd be a great example. I'm thinking of a Sony only studio, a Sony only game, maybe Santa Monica. They plugged in heavy with Sony. Well, I can't really say them because I don't know. I'm just trying to think of somebody that Sony can work hand to hand with. They present a developer kit to the developers. The developers start to work on. They understand blockchain technology, how it works out. They work on integrating these features on top of the technology, and you know what I'm saying, open it up to where the gamers, we can really start it like buying and selling goods within this virtual world. Man, it's gonna be crazy. You feel me? I see it, but it's still that, okay, you still gotta have two people showing up to the party, and the two people that you're gonna have to be showing up to the party is the technology and the developers. So what happens when AI come into play and AI is the developer? That's the joker of the whole shebang. That's the thing. What happens when AI comes in and say, all right, you no longer need developers. I'm going to make a game that's going to have blockchain technology integrated in it and Bitcoin features in it, and run this stuff all through Sony technology, all through Sony Exchange. So that's how I think that Sony would tie. It'll be a perfect idea for them to, you know what I'm saying, tie this stuff to the exchange itself. Now, of course, this might not be the case, but I'm just giving an overall foresee of like, hey, if this was to happen, I wouldn't be surprised, and this how it can happen type deal. Now, you can't necessarily tie something to an exchange, or can you? You know what I'm saying? But it's just the ideal of, yo, why wouldn't they tie something to their cash cow? Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? I don't really know how Japanese laws and all this stuff works out, and even when you come into the US, how would the SEC, you know, it's a lot of questions that can roam around all day, but I think AI and technology is the two things that's going to override that and will make a lot of stuff possible that we don't know how it's going to be possible now, but behind the scenes it's already being done. You know what I mean? It just hasn't came out yet. That's what I'm thinking, and that's what I feel that what's going to happen. Going into PlayStation 7. PlayStation 7 first come out, maybe 2030. You feel me? Everyday use of blockchain technology then by that time, you know what I mean? It's gonna be there. But the thing is, what are you doing to integrate a technology like this on an everyday basis? That's the question. So if we make, and it's slowly coming down the pipeline, like gamifying everything. We're speaking from 2030 perspective. Everything gamified, you get rewards or rewarded for pretty much everything you do in the daily life. Blockchain technology is a norm. Even when you're gaming, you feel me, you're getting rewarded, and you're just going about your day, and every day everybody is kind of making money. You feel what I'm saying? Even within this digital gaming world. So the thing is, it's like with PS7 drop, I feel that that's gonna be something that's gonna be equipped as out the gate as soon as it comes out. But PS6, maybe not at the beginning, but mid PS6, yeah, most definitely. I definitely see that happen. And especially when I want to spin the block a little bit, talking about the PlayStation handheld situation. Rumors that we may be getting a PlayStation handheld, like another PSP joint type deal. If we do, I mean, shoot, you know, I ain't mad at you. Drop whatever you gonna drop, but make it make sense. You know what I mean? Is there any type of mobile games I would like to see from PlayStation? I mean, you know what I mean? Would you rather have a handheld or play these PlayStation games on your mobile device? Because if mobile is the king now and taking over, what's the point of a handheld? Now, my gamer heart, like I just said, hey, give us, bring the handheld. Give me mobile too. Gaming is gaming. Give me everything gaming. I want the handheld because I'm excited to see what you're gonna do with the technology. You know what I mean? Yeah, let me see what you do. But which one would I rather personally have? I'll take both. But the everyday consumer, they'll probably take the mobile device, because the mobile device is something that everybody has. You feel me? And it's in our pocket 24/7. So the question is, if PlayStation comes out with another handheld in the age of a king cash cow like mobile, you're gonna have to do something that's gonna really keep the people's attention away from their phone and keep their attention to your handheld. How they're gonna do that, that's the question. That's the question. You feel me? So we're running low on Spotify time over here. We're gonna have to go a quick commercial break over here in just a second. But that's the question. Would you rather have a mobile device playing your favorite games, or through the cloud and all that, or would you rather have an actual handheld PSP type device? That's the big question. And I say all that to say, if they was to come out with something, it's gonna be beginning PS6 and PS5 Pro lifespan type deal. You feel me? And again, that device itself gonna have to have these future features into it. Are we gonna be able to log into the exchange and trade Bitcoin? Are we gonna be able to log into the exchange from this platform to trade crypto, kind of like a Coinbase? Think of, how Coinbase already gives you these questions, stuff to do to get money and different things. PlayStation can do the same thing. They got their own exchange now. Think of these guys. Just paint this picture for you. Oh, I hate to paint this picture before we go on quick commercial. Let's go on quick commercial break over here on Spotify, because I'm about to tell a really interesting story. All right, Spotify, we're gonna let Spotify do a little catching up YouTube real fast. All right, we back, Spotify. My audio viewers, listen, we was finna break down a really nice story time for you. So we're talking about the PlayStation future, or just Sony in general, and the handheld dropping and versus playing your favorite PlayStation games on the mobile device. Which one would you rather have? So if you give us a PlayStation handheld, this PlayStation handheld gonna have to have these key technology features going forward, and especially if you're going up against a juggernaut like the mobile device. So on a mobile device, you can play your favorite games. You can go trade when you want to. You can go on Coinbase, and learn different stuff and get paid to learn this different stuff. You feel me? I feel like Sony, if by them opening up their own exchange, they can now integrate this stuff and do the same thing on their own hardware and their own software. Now you see where I'm at. Now these people got their own hardware and their own software. Just imagine if the little adventures, or what do they call it, bounties on Coinbase. Imagine if Coinbase had their own phone. You logging into a Coinbase phone, going into the Coinbase app. Now Coinbase got you all integrated on their hardware and software. So imagine if Sony, their handheld device, you go do these different quests, and these quests are actually fun. Because they make video games. They're using PlayStation characters to, have these. I'm just brainstorming, using these different PlayStation characters to to use them within these quests or whatnot. You learn about crypto or blockchain or whatever, and you get paid for it. You can take the coins, use these same coins that you just took from what you was learning about, integrate them into the game, the game that you're gonna play. All this is done on a PlayStation handheld and in PlayStation software. I think that'll be a game changer for Sony. So when I heard this particular news, I'm already seeing, if Sony can really Sony really can shake the game up with some different ideas if they was to kind of, do some of this stuff. So, yeah, just a thought. That was my story time. You feel me? I be thinking about a lot of this stuff and how technology shapes this stuff and how we can really, because that's a game changer. Imagine that, bro. Imagine waking up. You love video games. Waking up, playing your favorite game, and you get a notification. Hey, you want to learn something about this particular crypto today? Oh yeah, cool. Just swap real quick between your game and learning something. You get paid to learn something. Take the payment that you just got from learning something. Go back to the game. You know that super fire armor I wanted to buy from user 78 from Chicago? I can now buy that armor from him. You feel me? Or I can use this money I just got from my rewards to buy some points in the game to make me progress faster, or to make me whatever. Utilizing everyday things and integrating it with gamify and gaming and technology in the midst of these things. That's a game changer. So if Sony can do something like that and pull something off like that, their own hardware, their own software, I think would be genius. That would be genius. You know what I mean? So moving on to my other topics, I just really had to break that down and kind of elaborate and brainstorm and really get into the visual ideal of it. You feel me? But I spoke about it on previous episodes, talking about PS6 and all this stuff, man. Moving on, talking about Horizon Zero Dawn is no longer moving forward with Netflix on the TV show or whatever. Now, I don't think it's over. They probably dropped it with them. I think someone will probably come along and pick it up. Hell, I thought it was with Amazon for a second. But I think somebody will come and pick it up, you know what I mean, and do some stuff, because the game was amazing, and we already know that they're working on another game. And listen, the Legos version of this game, listen, man, Legos is another game. I've been playing Legos with my daughter lately, man, and listen, it's pretty freaking fun, man. Of course, I can't play it anymore because I don't have PS5, but yeah, it's a pretty fun game, man, to see that how Horizon Zero Dawn has its Lego form, and it's 2 players. Listen, man, I've been searching for a couch co-op game, and there's not too many of them. There's a couple of them that are not really that fun. Legos couch co-op is actually pretty fun. So for us to get Horizon Zero Dawn Legos version and it's 2 players, I may have to pick that joint up. Me and my little one may have to just play some Legos Horizon Zero Dawn. She was playing it with me when it was 1 player, just the original game. She's definitely gonna play it with me now. We both can play in this Legos. You know what I mean? So I think that was a smart move for what they did, and I think if this do really, really well, we can possibly see more PlayStation AAA title games as a Lego version. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna get an Uncharted Lego version and all that. I'm not saying that. But if this do really well, mess around and find out. You'll be getting Lego Grand Theft Auto in the future. And it'll be fire too. So I don't know, Lego's doing some pretty exciting things, man. And that's another game that's like open world that you can like really just go crazy with blockchain technology if it's integrated, because it's so much stuff and the world is so vast, and it's like you get overwhelmed at so sometimes, because it's so much you can do on the game. Like Lego's World, you can build on there. Imagine building something and getting paid for it, you know what I mean, in this virtual world. Like, it's a lot of opportunity out there for the future of gaming to integrate blockchain technology into a lot of this ecosystem, and it's a benefit for us gamers. So yeah, I'm excited for the future, man. Moving on to talking about this Assassin's Creed. Obviously I already spoke about Assassin's Creed, but the Assassin's Creed remakes. So I think it was IGN. Someone was speaking with I think it was IGN. Most likely it was IGN. They were speaking with I think it was the CEO of I can't remember. They were speaking with Assassin's Creed, and they was like, we're working on multiple Assassin's Creed remakes. So all my Black Flag lovers out there, we gonna get it. Just be patient. Assassin's Creed 3, and we may get a lot of remakes. Hey, that's what's up. I'm excited for it. I think everyone's favorite is the Black Flag. You feel me? So, hey, let's do it, man. But I don't want them to do it right in the middle of a launch of a new Assassin's Creed game. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't take the shine away from your main title game. I think if anything, we should get the Black Flag or get something after the next Assassin's Creed is released. That way, this new Assassin's Creed that we're about to get ready to get, the Shadows one, all focus, hands on deck, can be all eyes on that one first. But don't give us a remake, then come out with your new title next month. You know what I mean? I feel like it'll take the attention away from it. And Shadows got a lot of attention. The hype is back. Keep that hype up. Keep the attention there. Yeah, do that. And then just come out the blue, dropping the remakes. Boom, remake. If you bought the deluxe, you get this remake for free. Boom, just some kind of way to keep us engaged on the new one and the old one. But I think for them to do that, give us some type of bundles, give us some type of deals, you know what I mean, or something. So that's my take on that. One more thing, another remake game, the remastered Dead Rising. It looks pretty good. I actually buy it and play it. I'm a zombie lover, and I remember playing that game back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So you stuck in this mall, you ain't gotta survive the zombie hordes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, remaster, baby, give me that. Sign me up for it. It looked pretty good too. I take it. You know, so I move my handy dandy board here out the way. But I think that was it, man. I really wanted to come in here and speak about. I know, man. We missed out on a lot of gaming topics we wanted to talk about in June. We had the Summer's Game Fest. Oh, my gain is so high, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all hear my background and everything. We had the Summer Game Fest. That was in June. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what else ended up happening in June. I don't know, a lot of my weeks and days, man, just been tied in together, and I haven't really been able to come in here and cook how I want to cook. But it's a couple stuff that we got to know more about Metal Gear Solid. You know what I'm saying? Back in June, you know, Xbox showed us a couple stuff. Nintendo showed us some stuff. We got the Switch 2 on the way. Metroid, we just seen a new Metroid game for Nintendo. You feel me? So it's a lot of stuff kind of brewing and getting ready to release for these holidays that's coming up. You know what I mean? So hey, keep your eyes posted. And these emulators on these mobile devices, hey, I've been playing some classic Pokemon. It's pretty cool, man. And it's like, it took us this long to officially put the emulators, and it's really like fast and cool. Like, we used to put these emulators on the phone and PCs before, but we used to have to kind of bootleg it, you know what I mean? And it wasn't loading up right. you kept getting errors. You got to re-download the ROM and just a bunch of crap. But now, bro, it's so smooth and simultaneously, like, it's done. You know, no load errors. You ain't dealing with you ain't get the wrong version. Like, none of that, bro. I ain't ran into no issues with these emulators playing on the mobile device. No issues. Versus the issues before we used to bootleg the stuff and ran into all type of issues. But now, hey, I'm telling you, man, mobile is king, man. Mobile is king. And I'm thinking about, like, if Xbox was to come out with a handheld, PlayStation was to come out with a handheld device, how is your handheld device going to compete against the mobile device? And especially the next line of technology devices that's coming down the pipeline. These next new phones that's coming in 2024, beginning mid 2025, these chips, AI chips and stuff that's going to be built into these laptops, into these mobile devices. How is your handheld going to compete with these mobile devices? These things are so powerful now. They're going to have AI. The next, I know it already AI in it, but the next level of AI is going to be in these things because of the chips. They're already able to play current gen console games on these mobile devices. You feel me? We're playing retro games already on these mobile devices, cloud gaming on these mobile devices, and we can go back to do our everyday living on these mobile devices. Like, how are you going to compete against the mobile device? Back then, it was so much easier because the technology was, separate. But now there's no separate. There's no gray line. PC and mobile is king, man. You know what I mean? So I think the question for PS7 is, how is the PlayStation 7 gonna be different than a PC? Because by 2030, shoot, the mobile may just be the PC. You know what I mean? And it's kind of already there, but mobile and PC is king, man. So I want to get y'all takes, man. Drop some comments. We still got the voice. What is it called? The little voicemail thing set up on the audio experience. Yes, you can call in, leave a voicemail, and I can put it on the show or whatever. Call in, drop some comments, man. What y'all think about PC and mobile being king versus, PlayStation, Xbox deciding to come out with their own handheld devices? And do we need that? You know what I mean? Me as a gamer at heart, I want to see it all. I want to see all three of these big juggernauts come out with a handheld device. Yeah, man, give us another Nintendo dual screen DS or whatever. I predicted a dual screen handheld for years, bro, and they finally released it. And guess what they called it? The same name I predicted they would call it. Oh, that's the funny thing. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm a gamer, man. I want to see it all. You know what I'm saying? So give me the handheld. I'm going to go with mobile device because I've been doing a lot of mobile gaming now. And it's like, yo, this is pretty good. And give me the handheld. You know what I'm saying? I want to tap into that power, man, and see what makes this handheld a competitor against this powerful mobile device. So give me all devices, man. But drop some comments down here and let's talk about it. Let's break some things down. Y'all want me to dive deeper into the PlayStation 6 analogies and my different perspectives on the future of gaming? Let me know, man. Subscribe, like, share to all your gamer friends when you're playing Call of Duty. How it's playing in the background, you know what I'm saying? Be sure to check out some of the previous episodes, man. You know what I'm saying? And the classic shows, RGTV, on all podcast platforms, you feel me? But we're gonna go ahead and bounce out of here, man. It's been real, you feel me? Before I bounce on out of here, y'all be sure to follow me on Twitch, Master239, classic shows again, RGTV. Check out the agriculture documentaries also, Yin Yang Media on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We got some more stuff cooking up over there. Man, listen, man. We got our hands in the cookie jar, but in so many different cookie jars. I hope y'all understand that analogy. So we've been cooking up on a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I really want to start doing some shows and podcasts to where it's like, you know what I'm saying, like speaking engagements or whatnot for like motivation and inspirational type talks or whatnot. I got a couple of video clips in the chamber, but I haven't released on YouTube or anything. But y'all know on my music end, that's what I do. You feel me? So it's kind of tying into my music bag, but also getting into my inspiration and inspirement bag. You feel me? Getting into that with the spoken word type deal. I want to do some videos and audio of that particular content. You feel me? And some stock content. You feel me? For those that rock with me heavy in the Discord and the stock option classes and different stuff. You know, we got some private stock videos. You feel what I'm saying? Where we're giving different perspectives on the market, different stuff of that matter. So we tied into a lot of stuff that we rocking here, man. We doing gaming, finance, digital finance, financial literacy. You feel me? Technology, agriculture. Yeah, of course, you know, gaming. That's what we're here doing now. But we some everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? We even working on. I wrote a script for a video game and for a manga / like cartoon that teaches people how to trade. You feel what I'm saying? And I just really need a team. You feel me? I need a team of people that's gonna come, you know, see the vision, lock behind me, man, and we just get to work. You feel me? I got movie scripts and stuff written up. Even on for my people that rock with me on the music, you know, Mars music, that's a whole freaking, like, that's a whole little sequel. You feel what I'm saying? So it's nothing new for me to be writing out different scripts that I got. You feel me? I just want to now start putting a lot of this stuff into fruition. So I just wanted to get that and let the crowd know what we cooking on, what we doing. So if you don't see me here present in the gaming podcast space, just know I'm present somewhere else, cooking up, masterminding up something that's great behind the kitchen. But just know that we here, we there, we everywhere, baby. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe, comment, whatever, man, share, and follow me. We out. Love is love. Peace.